No. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. So our story for today is electrical drafting. Okay. Now you see. Objectives.
Maar weet je die gebied? Ja, maar is eigenlijk een vorm van match. Ja, dat is zo. Nou, dat is een belangrijk gebeurd.
If we will manage to cross over to that. Okay, so let's just look at what is the electricity. We start with definitions.
It's something that can shock you.
Okay, so what is electricity? What is electricity? Are you able to hear Sylvester? Sylvester? Sylvester?
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me, okay. So, the question is, what is electricity? Yes, sir.
It's the flow of electrons from a high density to a low density.
So you is saying the flow of electrons from high density to lower density. Is that what is electricity? Others? You should also try here, ne? What is electricity? What do you know about electricity?
Something that can shock you.
Something that can shock you.
You cannot see it live. You cannot see it running through the wire.
I want you to define.
Something that is alive, but you cannot see it run. The wire is there, the electricity, but you cannot.
I want you to define what is electricity. Yes, Mr. Donald, what is electricity?
It is the heat. It's an energy forms from neutron and proton.
Energy formed from neutrons and protons
And electrons.
and electrons. Yes, Mr. Sylvester, what is electricity?
I'll also go with previous. I believe so energy in the form of electrons and neutrons.
So it is the flow of energy in form of electrons and neutrons. Flow of energy in form of electrons and neutrons. Okay, so you have said in different ways.
More or less.
Okay, so let's see. So electricity.
From the existence
You may see it.
of particles such as electrons, protons are statically and accumulating charges and No, what will give it away? No zero.
No, it's so that we always have to start again. I want total silence, unless I ask a question. You may see it how it. The computers we are not using. This is what we are doing, all of you. Okay, so here we are saying electricity. This is the flow of group of charged electrons in form of current in a conductor due to the effect of voltage. This is the flow of the group of charged electrons in form of current in a conductor due to the effect of voltage. That is what is electricity. It's the flow of the group of electrons in a conductor due to the effect of voltage. But these electrons must be charged, not just electrons, because every material has got electrons. Every material has got electrons. So in this regard, we are saying the charged ones. Okay? So that is how we would define electricity. Now, in our definition, we discover that we have got weights like current, voltage, conductor, electrons, and so on. What is current? What is current? What is current? You can try. What is current? Yes, see, madam?
I think it's the amount of electricity that is flowing.
So, according to our only lady in the class, she says the amount of electricity, what?
That is flowing.
That is flowing. That is what is current. Yes, see.
An electric current is a flow of charged particles such as electrons or ions moving through an electrical conductor or space.
You can switch off the screens, all of you. Switch off the screens. We don't need the screens. I want you what you know. Switch off the screens. Okay, so you are saying now define. Switch off the screen.
Okay, so
You can use the graph copy.
Okay, so what is current?
It's the amount of charged electrons that flows through a conductor.
So, amount of charged electrons that flow through a conductor. Okay, that's a good one. Mr. Sylvester, what do you say?
I believe the current is not word. So from my own understanding, it's the amount of particles contained or flow in a particular space or space.
Okay, so which is the, yes sir?
Current is in direct proportion to voltage, which is indirect proportion of resistance.
What?
Current is in direct proportion of voltage, which is in indirect proportion of resistance.
Whose law?
Ohm's law.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sylvester. So you are using Ohm's law. Okay.
If you want that one. Yeah, I'm going back to the first one.
So current is already defined in this statement. This is the flow of charged electrons in a conductor due to the effect of voltage. Here we cite, this is the flow of group of charged electrons in form of current. So current is just the same definition as this. Okay? Current, this is a group of charged electrons flowing in a conductor due to the effect of voltage. Any question? We are fine, eh? Do you have any question, Mr. Sylvester?
It's clear. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so now let us look at voltage. What is voltage? Because we have used voltage over and over. What is voltage? What is voltage?
The potential difference.
Potential difference. Okay, I'll come to you. What is voltage? Yes, sir? Yes, Rafael. Sorry? Amount of power. Mr. Donald?
I can say it's the total power from current.
Power, total power from the... Yes, Mr. Mike? Nothing. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Sylvester? What is voltage? Mr. Sylvester, what is voltage?
He's Googling it. Give him a chance.
I can.
Okay,
The
so...
current flowing through a conductor.
Sorry?
Is it the amount of current flowing through a conductor?
Amount of current flowing into the conductor. Okay. Now, this is what voltage is. So we say voltage, this is the force, like. This is the force, like, that drives group of charged electrons in a conductor. Anything that can drive something, it means it is the force. So voltage is the force, like, that drives charged electrons in a conductor. It's the force that drives charged electrons in a conductor. So this is the force, right, that drives group of charged electrons in a conductor. That is what is voltage. It's a force. Or it is the effect. Oh, now it's talking of potential. Maybe let us define what is potential. Potential difference. What is potential difference? Because they're in the same category.
I know nothing, man.
So you've got a higher amount and a lower amount.
What is potential difference? What is potential difference?
It's the difference between the amps and the volts, or the power and the current.
Hey. What is potential difference?
See, I don't know.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
potential difference is
What
the,
drivers?
Yes?
is the different amount of voltage needed to use in different appliances.
Okay. So when you talk of potential difference, is the total energy or the total voltage that is capable of doing work after passing through a resistor. E.g., like a battery. You know, battery has got resistance inside. So the voltage that comes out. So in short, we can say potential difference is the voltage. I'll define it in two parts. Voltage that is obtained when EMF is subtracted by voltage drop. So potential difference is the voltage that is obtained when EMF is subtracted by voltage drop.
What is the difference?
I'll be with you. I know, I'm coming to that. In what? In generators, batteries, and so on, etc. End of my thinking capacity. Or this is the voltage obtained let me not add more unless you understand what I'm going to talk about. This is, I want to define the one on motors, but let us end there just for you to get the idea. So potential difference is the voltage that is obtained when you subtract EMF by the voltage drop. Now the question is, what is EMF? Are you there, sir? Mr. Sylvester, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay, great. So, EMF, what is EMF now? Electromagnetic force. You're lying. EMF is what? Electromotive force. It's not electromagnetic force. It's electromotive force.
The same thing, you just validate.
EMF is electromotive force. What is EMF? Remember, we are defining, we need to understand this. What is EMF?
Current flow through magnet, which operates a motor.
Current flow through a magnet which operates the motor. What is EMF? I want you to define it properly.
Self-inductance.
Self-inductance. What is EMF?
No, it's not self, it's, what's the other one?
I want you to define it in two parts. When you're talking of EMF in batteries and generators, what is EMF? It is the total voltage, like in a battery, total voltage produced by the battery before the internal resistor could have its voltage drop. When you come to generators, it is the voltage that causes induction to take place. Oh, it's the voltage obtained after the induction. Magnetic induction. The voltage obtained after magnetic induction, that is in generators. What happens? A generator, there is a turbine, there is a generator. A turbine will have mechanical operation. It will drive the generator. The generator, as it is being driven by the turbine, what happens? The magnetic field is being cut and it causes induction to take place. So, magnetic effect goes into the wound conductor. Then you produce electricity. That electricity you produce immediately after induction is called electromotive force. Are we together? It's called electromotive force. Immediately after induction, it's called electromotive force. Then this electricity will start going around the conductor before it could come out from the terminals after the brushes. When it comes out from the terminals after the brushes, we are going to call it as what? As what? Potential difference. the conductor, because of heating and the edge current, will have a drop. Do you understand? It's the first day. You are going to know. When we come to magnetism, it's interesting. You understand? So, when we talk of EMF, in generators, it is the voltage that is produced due to magnetic effect being injected into the conductor when producing electricity. What about in motors? What is EMF in motors? In motors, it's different story.
Alternator?
No, alternator is like a generator, right now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes, sir. No, I'm saying in motors, how would you define it? How would you describe it? In motors, it's different. Look here. In motors, electricity will come. Ne? In motors, electricity will come. Will go into the conductor. It will run around the conductor. What is this electricity going to do into the conductor? It is going to cause the conductor to become a magnet, to cause induction into the solenoid where that conductor is wound. And that magnet causes the pause being created, you understand me? So that the motion can be done. So now what comes first? Electricity will come, will go through the conductor, then after that, induction is last. So EMF in the motor is less than EMF in the generator. Remember, this concept, once you understand it better, you go further with it and advanced calculation when you're doing advanced studies. But now, you just need to understand the theorem of it. So in a motor, electricity will come because it has already been produced. It will come. It will enter the motor. Then it will go around the conductor. Remember, that electricity that is coming to the motor is called what?
Potential difference?
It is potential difference. Excellent. Clap for him. Yeah, it is potential difference. Why? Because it is coming from where it has been produced. Remember, you can't have electricity without being produced somewhere. So it has been produced, so it will come as potential difference. When it comes to the motor, it will come in as potential difference. When it goes in the motor, it will have a drop because of the length of the conductor. When we are talking of resistivity, you will understand what the length of conductor can do. So because of the length of the conductor, you have a drop. So potential difference, you have a drop. After that drop, then you have got induction. That induction now will cause magnetic effect, which will lead to the motor to start operating. So in a motor, EMF is less than PD, which is potential difference. In generator, EMF is greater than PD because the EMF comes first in generator and in batteries. Does it make sense?
Little by little, yes.
Okay. Any question?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's off the topic, but induction heating, where is it?
Remember when we talk of edge current,
Yes.
when we talk of losses, when we talk of the speed, the velocity and everything, all those when they are found, because of the speed of the rotor,
Yes.
you are going to end up having what? Heat, which is going to cause the cables to expand.
Yes.
And that expansion is going to cause further losses in current. That is what we are talking about. But you can, as you advance, you understand your calculations. Okay. Any question? So,
Everything seems clear.
yes, sir? Do you have any questions, sir?
Everything is clear.
Sorry?
Everything is clear so far.
Okay, great. Okay, so guys, let's proceed. So EMF. So EMF, this is the total voltage produced by battery or generator before usage and losses. Okay, it will record you. Okay, so let us now proceed because we are still understanding EMF. Remember my definition of potential difference and my definition of EMF is only focusing on generator and battery. On which here we say E is equal to PD plus VD.
Volt difference. Is that VD?
EMF is equal to potential difference plus voltage drop. EMF is equal to potential difference plus voltage drop in generators and in batteries. In motors, it's different story. I'll talk about motors now here. Just for you to understand what is EMF. Okay, can I get rid of this?
That's I guess.
The first 2 pages, yeah.
Yeah?
But you have an Lappy.
I don't know if they have taken them.
This chapter you said we are speaking about batteries and generators only. And this first topic you said we are speaking about generators.
They have only mentioned the batteries and generator. But we need to understand the EMF in full context. So here is the in motors. EMF is the So you can see the difference in equation. Here it says PD plus VD. Here it says EMF plus VD. So if we make EMF the subject, but nonetheless we want what comes first. So this comes first. This last. This drop. Or losses. Okay. So now we understand what is the EMF. What is the PD? What about voltage drop? What is voltage drop? All these things we are talking about, you find them in your story. They build up the whole story. All the way until to master's degree, whatever. Same story. What is voltage drop? So, loss of voltage drop, yes sir? Mr. Sylvester, yes, what is voltage drop?
Looking at the definition for voltage, I believe it's a reduction in the force that pushes the particles.
So it's the losses, not so.
Yes.
So when we talk of voltage drop, this is the voltage that is consumed by a resistor. When it doing what? Work. So this is the voltage that is consumed by a resistor when doing work. Okay, so now we have talked about different voltages, and these are mostly the ones you find in usage. Okay? Any question?
What is the sign for resistor?
Now we define what? Resistor. What is resistance? What is the resistance? What is the resistance?
I don't know, sir.
What is resistance?
I can't remember.
Huh?
I can't remember the proper definition.
What is resistance?
See what's in your mind now.
Force that pushes against.
Yes, what are you saying?
I'm saying that say what's in his mind now.
Oh, yeah, she's saying say what is in your mind now.
Oh, it's my mind now.
Oh.
It's the force that pushes against.
that receives positive and negative.
No, that's a resistor, that's not resistance. You want to know it's resistance, not a resistor.
What is resistance? Resistance is the restriction to the flow of current.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Resistance is the restriction to the easy flow of current. Yeah. So this is the restriction to the easy flow of current in a closed circuit. Resistance, this is the restriction to the easy flow of current.
Resistance is resistivity.
No. Resistance is the restriction to the easy flow of current in a closed circuit. Since you are insisting, okay, we use letter R here. Since you are insisting, what is a resistor?
That's you, right?
What is a resistor?
It's him who said it's a resistor, not me. Ask you.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Donald. What is a resistor?
A resistor restricts flow.
Meaning electricity cannot flow through.
If you don't put this weight on it, this is the material. Without this weight, your definition is wrong. So this is the material that causes resistance. Or this is the material that restricts easy flow of current. Anyway, now. This is the material that restricts easy flow of current in a closed circuit. So this is the material that restricts easy flow of current in a closed circuit.
And what resistivity?
Okay, that is resistor. It's a material. So it has got no units. It's just a material. Now he's asking, what is resistivity? We use letter rho.
Every N1 and N2 students should know this, so I'm going to keep quiet.
What is resistivity? What is resistivity, sir?
Surface area times length times resistivity of a...
No, I want the definition, not the mathematics. What is the resistivity?
How easy or how difficult it is for current. Yeah.
Now you are robbing me.
Okay, it is the definition of how easy electricity or current flows through a conductor. Yeah, it's a make on
What is resistivity?
the ease of flow of current through a conductor.
Total flow of current.
Don't let me commit suicide. What? You guys are lying. What is resistivity?
Surface area times length times resistivity.
Resistivity. Do you want to try, Mr. Sylvester?
He's going to Google it, but that's not to ask him. You just Google
No,
it.
remember, I will tell you the truth. Google, it
Well,
it depends how you
is the
research.
definition for there is a material that causes resistance.
When I
I
put
believe
it, it says there.
resistivity is the extent to which that material causes resistance.
Can you simplify your definition?
Tell him to turn off the screen.
Yeah?
Try to simplify your definition. I want make it simple. What is the resistivity?
We want Sylvester's answer, not Google.
Look at your classmates here. They are saying they want Sylvester's answer, not Google. Hey, you, see it.
269.
Okay, then you want my answer, not Google. Okay, so I'll give a practical example of a light bulb. So that material we in those old bulbs that are not energy savers. So that material we have there is a resistance. So now, rate at which that material causes resistance in the bulb is what resistivity.
Okay, somewhere there. Okay.
That's the rate of resistance.
No. If you follow what you say, so resistivity is the ability at which a resistor will restrict the flow of current. It's the ability.
But resistivity is not connected to a resistor.
No. Resistivity is the ability
Yeah.
at which a resistor would restrict the easy flow of current. It's the ability.
So what about a conductor? A conductor also has resistivity, so you can't take it to a resistor.
Remember, every material has got the percentage of resistance. So each material has got different resistivity. That is why you find when you look at copper, the resistivity of copper is too small
For metal.
because it is having a very minimal resistance. So resistivity is the ability at which the material would restrict the easy flow of current. So resistivity, this is the ability at which the resistor would restrict the easy flow of current. That is what we call resistivity. And we use this equation. Resistance, this is the relationship they have. Resistance is equal to resistivity times length divided by what? Cross-section area of the material. Not surface area, cross-section area. So if this is the conductor, then this is the diameter, on which area is equal to pi diameter over 4. And this resistivity is measured in ohm meter, length is measured in meters, area when you are calculating is measured in meter square, resistance is measured in ohms. So resistivity, this is the ability at which the resistor would restrict the easy flow of current.
And easy P is equal to the power power minus 6. Nice.
So, any question?
Yeah, beyond your neck.
You're hiding.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, any question?
Wanna take that test?
Yeah.
Don't record me while I'm taking photos.
Okay. So, because of other students not being able to be in class, I think almost half a class is not here.
No, only 2 people.
No, in online there are about 6 missing. So half a class is missing.
I'm sorry, it's online.
So because of that, Ohm's law, it involves the calculations. I'm just going to define more on current so that we understand the definitions on current. Because we have left one definition on current. Then from there, anyway, we can define it because also we can involve calculations next class. So for this class, please, I think let us see end here for now. Yeah, and I'll go straight to mechanical drafting for the sake of those still need to understand how to read the drawings. Any question, Mr. Sylvester?
Doesn't struggle with Google at least.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir?
Now, saying now it's understood because of the people who are not here, who aren't here.
Yeah, but I'll still need to explain on mechanical drafting so that
Okay.
we don't delay anything because it was in the morning. Okay, so you need to maintain to be online,
Okay.
don't go.